everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. So today I am finally getting around to changing my own nails. These have been on for quite a while. As you can see, I have ruined this hand on my ring finger, but they've been on for a few weeks now and it is about time I changed them. I've got a bit of growth and I just fancy something new. So I'm going to do it for a video, of course. I'm just going to file these down to as thin as I can get them because these are acrylic with obviously a design on top, and I'm going to be doing this next set with acrylic itself. I'm also going to be changing the shape, but I'm not going to do that until I've filed these down. So yeah, I'm just going to time lapse me filing because obviously it'll be noisy, and then we'll be able to get into prep and all that fun stuff. I've decided I'm going to change the shape to an almond shape instead. Maybe a little more to a point than almond, I'm not sure yet. I'm just going to see how we get on. This is something that I do every now and then always, well, say always, yeah, pretty much always regret. Coffin is my go-to shape. I really enjoy coffin nails. But every now and then I get the urge to just file off the corners. When I do, I regret it, but I still keep doing it way too often, even though I know that I am going to regret it. But there you go. Today is that day where I am going for it. I don't know, I like to mix it up a little bit. And then when I don't have corners for a while, when I end up having them back, I really love them. So, you know, absence makes the heart grow fonder. Is that the saying? Stronger or fonder? I think it's fonder, so we're going to go with that. And if it's not, it is now, it's fine. So anyway, I'm just shaping them now into obviously whatever shape you want to call this. It's a bit too pointed for almond, but obviously not stiletto because it's not to a point. I'm just going to keep flipping them round the other way as well, just to make sure that they are the same. Well, not the same, but make sure they're the right shape from all angles, not just one angle. So my plan for this set is something neutral but glittery. Definitely one glitter. I think I'm going to use a couple of Tears Beauty's new glitters out of their newest collections. And then also I am going to use CJP, what's it called, core powder today, because I really fancy using that colour and I haven't used it on myself yet because I always use Tears Beauty Naked. And a couple of people do ask me every now and then, like when they see that I've used CJP, you'll be like, oh my god, are you not using Tears anymore? Like, yes, I am using Tears. I still have all of their cores. I still use them all the time. I still love them. There is nothing wrong with them at all. It's just nice to have a bigger, like an array of different tones and stuff for different skin types. And the core powder that I'm going to be using from CJP is just a really beautiful colour, so that's the reason I'm using it, not because there is anything wrong with Tears. I am still an ambassador for them and I still love their products, obviously, because why would you want to work with a brand or like promote a brand that you don't like? Like, it wouldn't make any sense to do that in my mind. I don't understand what the point would be in having to promote them and tell people to use them and yourself use them if you don't like them. So I love Tears, always will. Just like to have variety and mix it up every now and then. But like I said, I'm going to be using some of their glitters. I can't remember the names of them. They are on the desk. They are looking right at me. They're just standing up, so I can't see the names on the bottom. Obviously, I will go over what I'm using when it comes to it. So I'm just going to finish off shaping this pinky and then we can come back and prep. these are the two glitters that I'm going to be using. So obviously, as you can see, they do look pink and obviously purple, but the purple one's more of an iridescent purple, so it's not really purple when you put it on the nail. I'm not sure if they're going to go together, but we're going to give it a go. So I'm going to use Roxy and Aviation. They are both beautiful. I'm really excited to see what they look like together. So I'm just going to pop some of each of them in the lids of them and then put them as far away from me as possible before I spill. Knock them over or something. And then I'm going to be using CJP Obsession, which is a beautiful core powder colour. It's absolutely stunning colour, I love it. So I'm going to be using that, those two glitters, obviously clear, and also I think I've lost some. No, I haven't. There they are. Going to pop a couple of these in as well, that I bought from Sparkle Supplies recently. Some really cute. So I'm just literally tapping them onto the kitchen roll. Oh gosh. I don't want anywhere near that many on my nails. That is crazy. I'm just going to pick up majority of them and then leave a few on the paper towel. Okay, it didn't have the patience to pick up many more, so I've just left those there. So my plan is, I think I'm going to go with like a fade sort of look. So I'm going to do, I think, there's literally everywhere. I'm going to, well, first of all, I need to cut my cuticles. Well, cut the dead skin away. And so I think the look that I'm going for is going to be like, I want neutral, but obviously, like I said, like neutral but glittery. I can't not have glitter because that would just be crazy. But I do still want something pretty neutral because I've got quite a few things that I'm like I'm doing quite a few things like within the space of time that I'm going to be wearing these nails. I'm going to be away, so wearing lots of different colours and stuff. So I wanted something pretty neutral, and I also wanted like, I want the bottom, like the cuticle area of my nails to be the core colour, because I'm not actually going away until a week after this video is going to be filmed. But this is just the only time that I've got to do my nails before I go. I'm really sorry if it's blurry. I just want to get it done, so I haven't actually focused. So sorry about that if it wasn't great. But yeah, I'm not going to have any more chance to do them. So I'm doing them now, and then if I have the core colour at the bottom, I'm just going to like buff off the top coat, and then basically just like, if there is any growth there, I can just fill it in. If there isn't any growth, then I can just like buff off the top coat, pop a bit more top coat on, and it'll be good as new. So yeah, like I was saying, I'm going to go with something pretty neutral. So I think I'm going to have, instead of, I'm thinking I might have a couple of nails like full glitter, like maybe the ring finger and thumb full glitter. And then these three, have them like glitter fades. So have the core colour coming down and then the glitter fading back up over it. I think that's what I'm going to do. I am going to put a pink powder underneath, just a neutral one. I will show you that now. So this colour is called Daiquiri, and that is what I'm going to be using under any areas that are having the glitter on, just because I want the base to be pink. So on the nails that I'm doing a fade, I'm just going to, well no, on all of them I'm just going to pop my Daiquiri on first. So I'm doing a full nail, actually I lied, sorry, I need to pop my clear down first. So I'm just going to pop some clear in the growth area. I love doing like my nails on a video because obviously it's handy to be able to get a video out of it, but it's so difficult, like so difficult to film your own. And then the stars, I'm basically just going to pop those like in between the glitter, like in different places, like just some random ones, just to have a little bit of something different in there. I'm not doing a really thick layer of clear because after this set I will probably just soak these off and start again, because I will probably want coffin nails again next time. and I won't want to take off enough, like as much length as I'd need to. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, there's another one. Oh my gosh, that just suddenly attacked me. But yeah, so I'll probably want coffin nails next time, and I won't want to take loads and loads of length off probably, so I will probably just soak these off. So I'm not too bothered about like a really thick clear base for me to file back to, because I'm probably not going to be doing that anyway. So just a really thin amount of clear is fine. Obviously don't want the cuticle area really bulky because we need to get our core powder there. So I'm going to do the two that are going to be full, whoa, what's going on here? Two that are full glitter first, just to get the colour down. So I'm literally just doing a wash, like I don't want it to be really thick. I'm working super, super thin, and I just want a very slight wash of colour. I don't want it to be really opaque. I just want something under there that will show through any small areas of glitter that I may miss with the glitter. At least there'll be something there that's not, I don't want it to be see-through. Like obviously that is a thing, if you want it to be see-through that's fine, but I don't. So I am just popping a really thin amount of that glitter on. I actually love this glitter. This not glitter, sorry, this acrylic colour is beautiful. What did I say? It's called Daiquiri, this is, and it's really, really lovely. I don't know why I haven't used this before. I'm getting quite like, I don't know, I'm going a bit out of my comfort zone quite a lot with my nails lately. Obviously this set is going to be like sort of pink set. I'm not usually a pink person, and then the set that I've just taken off was sort of pink as well, because obviously I had the pink dust on and then a nude on the other nails, and I've never been a nude person either, so it's something different for me. But I think it's good to mix it up sometimes. So once I've done that on those, I am going to pop some of Daiquiri on the other nails as well, but only on the free edge of those nails, because like I said, it is just going to be a glitter fade on those. So I'm just going to place it about there, just blend it back a little. Doesn't need to be the perfect blend because it is going to be covered up with glitter anyway. So just literally the tiniest amount, like I'm really not going overboard with this at all. Just placing it there, blending it ever so slightly, and then just pulling it down. Doesn't have to be really neat. Just a little tiny wash underneath for that glitter to sit on top of. I love this colour, it's beautiful. Even that really thin amount, look how nice it looks. It's really pretty. I'm just going to put a little slight bit more on this free edge, just a tiny bit. That's better. So I'm going to start with the thumb. I'm going to basically just cover it in glitter. So I'm going in with some clear, getting a bit of clear on my brush, and then I'm just going to place some glitter onto the nail, and then I'm going to go into the chunkier glitter with my wet brush while the glitter that I've just placed onto the nail is still wet. I don't want it like all like completely like really chunky or anything. That was way too much clear. I'm working quite wet with my bead, so I'm able to keep it really thin because I don't want to bulk it all up with the glitter. And then by the time I come to cap in, like have the nail at the thickness that I wanted it to be at the end. So I'm just getting a really, really small amount of wet acrylic on my brush, dipping it into the glitter and then spreading it around the nail as much as I can. I'm not picking up any more clear acrylic to pick up the chunky glitter. I'm literally just placing it on the nail while it's still wet from that first glitter. It's super, super sparkly. And I love how these two glitters have turned out together as well. I was a bit worried that the other one would be a little bit too purple, but it's really not. It's just a bit of an illusion when it's in the pot, because obviously when it's all next to each other it looks super purple. But then actually it's not. It is very iridescent-y with a purple hint, not actually like full-on colour purple. So these glitters are beautiful. I almost used Pina Colada as well. That was that was one of the options that I was like toying with, but I did end up obviously picking this one, and I'm glad I did. Not that Pina Colada would have been like not as good or anything. I obviously don't know because I haven't tried it, but they are both beautiful glitters, so it was really tricky to, I'm making such a mess of this, I'm getting glitter everywhere. So it was tricky to pick, but I'm glad I went with this. It does reflect pink. So I'm just making sure that there's no like real sticky up bits and it's all relatively flat. And I've got as much, like enough coverage of the glitter that I wanted. Look at that. It's absolutely magical. I'm excited to see this set finished. So I'm just going to get a piece of the chunky glitter just to place here. Just going to get it off my paper towel. I'm just going to pop that there. And then maybe a piece right on the free edge as well. So I'm just like rotating my thumb to see whereabouts the glitter is and if there's anywhere that I'd like an extra piece. And then just placing it on. Obviously I don't want it to be too thick, but if you look at the side, it is super, super thin, and then we can build our apex with the clear when it's set. I'm just going to do the same thing with the ring finger now. So I'm just going to pick up a really wet bead of clear and then just basically paint the glitter on. I didn't have, oh my throat's gone really weird. I didn't have quite enough on there that time, so I didn't really get much. But yeah, I'm just placing it on, spreading it around, making sure that I'm working with it wet, so this is still wet when I want to place these chunkier bits on. Are we focused? No, obviously not. And then I can just move that around to exactly where I want it. And this is the good thing about having that really thin wash of pink underneath, is that if there is anywhere that you don't cover with the glitter, it's not such a big deal because there is a colour there, so it's not really obvious if you do miss a bit. This is definitely one of those days where I don't do both hands, and I'm definitely going to regret it, but it's one of those things. So just moving those around now. Don't want that piece. Place that there, don't want that piece there either. Want more of the iridescent ones than the actual coloured pieces. And then once you're happy, obviously just make sure you pat it all into place, and then just going to pat it down with my brush, make sure it's all as flat as possible. Make sure I'm happy with the placement of all of the pieces, and then can move on to the next nails. So for the next nails, I'm not going to be applying glitter now. I'm going to be applying my core powder first, because I'm going to fade the glitter over the core, not fade the core over the glitter. So before I do that, I'm just going to go back to these nails now and just pop a couple of those stars in. So I'm just going to get some clear acrylic, place it on the nail, pick up a star and place that in. I'm sorry if you can hear noise in the background. England are playing in the Euros tonight in the final, so my partner is literally just so much tension in the living room right now. So if you can hear anything, it's that is what is going on, and that is why there is so much noise. Well, it's gone a bit quiet at the moment, which is a bit worrying. That usually means bad things, but I'm just staying out of the way. That one's too big. I want a smaller one than that for the free edge. It's really hard to work with glitters on camera because they just won't focus because they're so sparkly. But look, it's so glittery. Move that down and over slightly. Actually, you put down here. That's better. I prefer it there. Oh, she says, picks it up by accident. There we go. Okay, so I'm leaving that nail like that, and then I'm going to do the same with the ring finger, and then I'm only going to show you me doing one of these nails because obviously it's going to take a while and they're all going to be the same anyway. Okay, so I've done these two, obviously the middle and the pinky finger, so you can see what sort of look I'm going for. So now I'm just going to go into Obsession and pick up a bead, drain out the liquid, place that at the cuticle area, And I'm just going to obviously like pat it into place, make sure the actual area that is at the cuticle is not touching my skin, but as close as I can get, and nice and thin. And then I'm just going to bring it down the nail, make sure it goes totally sidewall to sidewall, and then just drag it over. And then I'm going to get rid of this little speck up here, just quickly off camera before it sets. Okay, and then next up I'm going to get a little bit of clear on my brush again. I'm going to go into the pink glitter and place and drag back, and then just drag forwards. Super easy design. And then just drag it backwards a little bit more, and then I'm going to pick up another tiny bead of like really wet clear acrylic, and then I'm going to pick up some of the chunky glitter, place that on. I'm not putting the stars in these nails, I've just popped the stars in those two full glitter nails. And then once I've done that, I'm then going to go back into my pink, pick up a little bit more, and then just blend it out. And that is literally it. I'm not bothered about the blend being perfect, I just wanted glitter. So that is literally all I'm doing for this set. That's what they look like at the moment, and then I'm just going to wait for them to all set, and then I'm going to cap in clear, and then we can come back and top coat once I've filed to shape. So this is what they look like when they've been capped in clear. I've got glitter everywhere, but this is what they look like. I am now just going to file them to shape and refine with a sanding band. And then I will come back once I've done that and we can top coat. I am so excited to see them. Okay, this is what they look like all refined and finish filed. I'm just going to go over some acetone to get rid of those scratches from the surface, and then we can finally top coat. I am so excited to see what these are going to look like. I'm just hoping that they look as good in real life as they do in my head right now. Like, I'm imagining what they're going to look like, and I'm seeing them as beautiful, but sometimes I see that and then I do it and I'm like, oh, okay, it's not really how I was hoping, but you know, I'm determined for this to not be one of those times, so let's just wait and see. So I've just got rid of all those scratches, melted the very top of the surface of the nail very slightly with acetone, and now we are going to go in with Tia's Beauty Gel Top Coat and see what they look like, nice and shiny. So first of all, we'll do the thumb. Hopefully it will stay focused. Wow, these glitters are magic, like absolutely magical. They are beautiful. I'm really glad that I put these two together now. I was worried at one point, to be fair, that they weren't going to go and Aviation was going to be too purple, but it's absolutely not. The jar is all an illusion. They're not that purple, but look at that, it's mesmerising. Got a little bit of white here thanks to the acetone. So I'm just gonna get rid of that. And we're going in with the top coat. Here we go. Oh, just beautiful, absolutely love them. So my plan is, like, this is the good thing about doing an acrylic set for my getaway nails next week. Next week, like when it comes to me actually going, I will just buff off this top coat and just put a new top coat on, because obviously I have got a week's worth of clients to do before I go, and I will end up ruining them, like filing them by accident and stuff like that. But as soon as I've took the top coat off and replaced it with a fresh layer, they will look good as new again. And luckily my nails don't grow very quick, so I won't have like a lot of growth in only a week, which is a blessing now. So just finishing top coating, and I'll put in the lamp for 60 seconds for full cure, and then I will show you what they look like better. But look, aren't they just, oh, I love them, I absolutely love them. But I'm going to cure them and then we'll come back and have a better look. So here they are all finished. I've popped a bit of cuticle oil on, which was pointless because I'm going to wash my hands in a minute anyway, but just look how mesmerising those glitters are. I love this set, I really do love them. I think they are just perfect. They're just what I was looking for. So yeah, I'm really happy with those. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back soon with another one. Bye!